All right, who's here for Nathan Montoya? Montoya, come down. All right, so in this case, where are we on discovery?
That is the first setting. I spoke with the state. I need to bring them a thumb drive tomorrow.
Okay,
They can download the discovery for me. Also, I think we have an agreement on CPS records.
all right,
Court needs to review and sign. But I'll be in court tomorrow again. I told the state I'll bring a thumb drive in the morning.
all right. Ms. Ferguson, on this case, I need a 45-day reset for discovery, and it's Nathan Montoya.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, so we'll see you back on November 7th.
Thanks, Judge.
You have any questions?
Nothing. No.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Jose Monjaraz. All right, where are we on discovery?
Judge, this is an MTR. He confirmed with the state this morning. We were previously set about a week and a half ago on this MTR. The state has talked to the complainants on the new number one. Mr. Monjaraz does have a case in Wilson County that I've been conferring with his defense counsel down there. Myself, along with the state this morning, have sent an email to that defense counsel in Wilson County advising them what we're doing here in the hopes that he can give that email to Wilson County DA's office to resolve this MTR and get rid of that case down there so that he can go to inpatient treatment, which is the plan for everyone.
That's the plan?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so when are you all speaking with them?
I sent him an email. Daniel sent him an email just now. I'm just gonna ask for like a week and a half for him to reach out to the defense counsel down there to reach out to the DA's office down there, and hopefully we can get that resolved.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on this case, recall it for the 26th of September. I'm sure they'll be able to reach out to them.
Okay.
All right, if not, you all can pick up the phone and call down there.
Okay, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Monjaraz, we're coming back on September 26th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome.
How did these work? Yeah, yes.
Guillermo Camacho. All right, this is a motion to revoke. Are you all ready?
We are.
All right, can I have a file stamp for a motion to revoke, please? Thank you. Court is calling 2022 CR 6642, State of Texas versus Guillermo Camacho. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar with the state of Texas.
Defense.
Kathy Compton for Mr. Camacho.
And are you Mr. Camacho?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Guillermo Camacho who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 6642 for the offense of possession of controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on May 1st, 2023 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Right.
All right, state.
Violating condition number 41 on or about the 50th of February 2024 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Guillermo Camacho, did then and there fail to comply with the rules, regulations, or instructions of felony drug court, in that the defendant absconded from Lifetime Recovery Treatment Center in violation of condition number 41.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 41, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 4 years in prison and up to $1,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 41? Court will find violation of condition number 41 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Judge. It's state ISF substance abuse track followed by ISP and moral recognition therapy.
All right. And this is what you are requesting from the court?
Yes, Your Honor. It's what my client wants and what he believes that he needs. And the recommendation of the Community Supervision Department, I believe, notes that in their recommendation for ISF is that he just needs a structured environment, because that he was not able to comply with a less structured environment.
All right. The court is going to grant the motion, revoke you. Sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time, 2 to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, and request a therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Felony drug court is a good program. They put you in lifetime recovery. You left lifetime recovery.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is not your first motion to revoke with the court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you had better be serious about getting clean and sober. Otherwise, you're gonna be back here for the same thing. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. John Roberson. All right, and good morning. And this case was an offer tender.
Not yet, Your Honor. We're still awaiting discovery from the state, specifically the blood discovery.
All right, where are we on blood discovery, state? When do you expect to have it?
60 to 90 days, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't know this specifically. I'm just vaguely aware that the Texas Department of Public Safety processes these requests in a time frame of between 60 and 90 days.
All right, so I know the order was previously signed, then it got lost somewhere and the court had to re-sign it. So Norma, call this for the end of October. All right, we'll be back on Halloween.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you are excused. You're welcome. Jose Ledesma. Court is calling 2024 CR 0073665, State of Texas versus Jose Ledesma. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Salem.
Defense
James Sochi for Mr. Ledesma.
and probation. This is an application. All right, counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you review it with your client?
I did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ledesma, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes.
Desmond, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison
Yes,
and
ma'am.
up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yeah.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine. State recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, it is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
No.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation. They're requesting electronic monitoring as opposed to Bexar County Jail. Is that correct?
They are, Judge, and I was gonna address that with the court. I really don't know how the court would like to.
Okay, well, I'm just asking.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
DWI intervention, victim impact panel, ignition interlock for half the term, 2-year driver's license suspension. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We're prepared for that, Judge. Yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
A couple of things, and I know the state's gone, and I forgot to mention this to Mr. Edelman, but one thing I do want to address, even though it is part of the agreement, was the fine.
Court normally probates that.
Okay, then I'll kind of end with that. The only other thing, judges, I don't know how we can handle the sanction that the court, I believe, is about to impose. He does work, he works daily, he's a Mason, and he's fine with the GPS recommendation. I just don't know how that will look or work, but as long as he can somehow stay out and keep working, that's vital to him, Judge.
All right, do you have any children?
No.
Who do you live with?
My mother.
All right. And what are your work hours?
I get picked up at 6 in the morning and I get dropped off between about 4:30, 5 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, I'll be home.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. Probation, there's to be a TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll begin with intensive outpatient treatment. If they recommend outpatient treatment, we're doing intensive outpatient treatment. DWI intervention course, VIP, ignition interlock for half the term, a referral to felony drug court, 2 years driver's license suspension. There's going to be 30 days partial GPS. For employment only. Is your client able to afford the GPS device for 30 days?
I'd ask the court, no, ma'am. I'd ask the court to waive those fees, please.
Well, what will end up happening is he'll need to be taken into custody to do it at the jail.
Today,
I mean, I could do it for tomorrow.
Does the answer change if he pays for it? I kind of got the impression.
No, if he pays for it, then there's no need to send him to the Bear County Jail. But the GPS, the free GPS, it's through the Bear County Jail.
It's about $300. It's about $300.
All right, there's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months, then at probation's discretion. And there's to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days. And probation, how much time does he need in order to have the GPS placed? All right, so GPS, you need to have that within 15 days. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court? All right, and let me explain to you. There's a request for, well, nobody requested community service hours. I usually give community service hours, but because I'm asking for the 120 sober meetings in 120 days, and because of your work schedule, I'm not going to ask for community service hours. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're one of those people, you can't drink and drive because you don't know when to stop drinking. Your body doesn't let you stop drinking. All you have to do, and I tell people this all the time, all you have to do is to have a designated driver. You know, I have yet to see, well, sometimes it happens where people are charged with public intoxication, but I have yet to see a sober person driving and the passenger maybe, you know, in the back seat or front seat is intoxicated where the police will pull them over and say, hey, passenger, you got a designated driver, but we're still going to arrest you. You got to get control of it because at the end of the day, you had this accident and they said it was a minor accident, just you by yourself. You could have easily killed somebody. And then this would have been a completely different story. You would have been crying. Your family would have came in crying, asking for mercy. Don't be that person who ends up killing someone because you want to have a drink and you don't, and you can't stop. You understand? All right, if there's anything that you need from the court, let probation know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
What if the drunk passenger has warrants?
Ah, that has happened.
Lots of times.
Yeah, I've seen some of your clients.
Bag of cocaine in the front pocket.
Oh, let's not do that.
I'm saying.
John, are you okay for another probation?
Yes, Judge.
Court is calling 2024 CR 008370, State of Texas versus Ricky Pardo.
Present, Your Honor.
Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Paracetamol.
defense?
Michael DeLeon for Mr. Pardo.
And are you Mr. Pardo?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Pardo, did you review the document entitled application for deferred adjudication with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all applying for deferred or no?
No, just regular probation.
Did you understand you're charged with injury to the child or elderly or disabled with bodily injury as a third-degree felony?
Yes, ma'am.
Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Off the record for a moment. Excuse me. Everyone who's behind the court reporter. Y'all need to be quiet because we're on the record and it's making it difficult, I'm sure, for her to hear. All right, we're back on the record. State is taking in consideration 734721. There's to be restitution of $50 to Carlos Cantu. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years and there be no contact with Carlos Cantu and 200 hours of community service restitution and a TAP evaluation. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plea? Guilty?
No contest.
Okay. Court will accept into evidence states one in attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We're just asking the court to abide by the plea agreement, Your Honor. We've agreed to 6 years probation. We think it's appropriate. As far as maybe the community service, are you working right now, sir?
Yes, I got work.
He's working right now. He's looking forward to going back to work. I don't know if there's anything the court could do to maybe probate some of that community service.
I can do it.
All right, how old are you?
44, ma'am.
So what bar was this? What's the name of the bar?
CNL.
I'm sorry, what?
CNL.
C&L?
Yeah, it's right there on Freeway and Brazos.
All right, why were you taking a machete to a bar?
I didn't have no machete, man.
No, the police report says that you
I
were
went
in
to-
possession of a machete. They're not saying you used it.
Oh, no, I didn't have, I went to the hospital that day on May 19, I got locked up.
No, this is what it says. It says additionally, victim stated that during that incident, you were also in possession of a machete. And then they said that they've had problems with you in the past. And then they asked you to leave because the bar was closing. And then you started pouring gasoline on the patio, threatening to burn the bar down. And then you ended up hitting the complainant with a pool stick. And then said that you're going to go back to the complainant's residence and burn the house down.
Oh, man.
And then the police found you at the complainant's residence.
They were renting a room for me. I was at home when I got beat up. That same night I got locked up. I went to the hospital because I got beat
Well,
up.
here's the thing. Are you saying that none of this is true? Because if it's not, if you want a jury trial, we'll.
No, that's true. You're right there, man.
All right, so
Alright.
why are you pretending like it's not true? So I'm trying to figure out what conditions to set for you. Did you have mental health issues? Were you highly intoxicated? You're at a bar.
I just don't remember too much of it.
All right, do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
How many?
4.
What are their ages?
The youngest is 7, the oldest is 14.
All right, when's the last time you saw your children?
It's been a while.
All right, so how often have you used drugs in the past?
I just drink.
All right,
Yeah, I just drink, man.
all right. And where were you employed?
Self-employed. I work for some guy named Ed Bishop.
Doing what?
Self-employed. Landscape.
Okay. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years, $2,000 fine, probated. Take in consideration 734721, restitution of $50 to Carlos Cantu, no contact with Carlos Cantu, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, TAP evaluation in custody, follow recommendations. MIC evaluation. If the TAP evaluation is done before the MIC evaluation can be done out of custody. They're telling me it's taking 2 weeks for TAP. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 3 months, proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. I'm going to order 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm also going to order parenting classes. Once you complete the parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And there's to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days. Probation, is there anything else that he needs?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else that you need from the court to be successful?
When will I be released? So I can go back to work.
All right, you'll have to talk with probation about that. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
That's it. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, here's the thing. You're one of those people who cannot drink. So do not drink, and you're not allowed to drink while you are on probation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Judge.
You're welcome. Michael EU?
And his name is misspelled. It should be Fugu.
Ugu, okay. All right, so where are we on discovery?
Judge, I was just retaining my notice of appearance was just accepted earlier today, so.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if I can have a 30-day reset on this, please, for discovery. And is the other case still outstanding?
The misdemeanor judge or the felon?
The felony?
No, Judge.
Okay, that's been taken care of?
He's on probation, yes, Judge.
All right. All right, we're going to come back on October 24th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
All right, who's here on Taymor McIntyre? Are you all ready?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right, so what are we here for today?
We're here, Your Honor. We came by informally a few weeks ago to let you know about a discovery issue that had come up, and you had
Yes.
advised that we should come back today to talk
Yes.
about scheduling.
All right, what's the discovery issue?
It came to our attention that there was a gun seized from a co-defendant in the case up in the Fort Worth area that had never been ballistics tested at any
Okay.
point. And that's very significant based upon the pattern of the case. We advised Mr. Garahan of that. And I believe Mr. Garahan says that the gun was actually at some point in the past routed to San Antonio and was in Bexar County's possession. It has now been ballistics tested. He advised that he's uploaded this to e-discovery. Parallel to this, we've had a slightly different problem. This is an old case.
Okay, why do you come to me with problems?
Well, you know,
Well, that's
See,
probably,
that's why I need to talk to you. You never come with problems.
I actually, that's why I would never qualify to be a judge. I don't like having to make decisions. It's so much easier to complain about things, Your Honor, than to make decisions. So I don't envy your job.
All right, so what's your other problem or issue? Let's say issue.
The other issue is we've had most of the discovery in this case for a long time, but there have been rolling productions of correspondence from Mr. McIntyre from the jail that are produced through e-discovery. We had kind of a breakdown with our e-discovery system. We called IT several times. No other case that my office is handling is affected by this. We've let Mr. Garahan know, we've not been able to get that fixed. So what we've done is we've tendered another external hard drive to the state. We've asked that they essentially just duplicate to where we are today to make sure that nothing has slipped through the cracks. But that does at the moment include this ballistics report. We haven't had a chance to inspect it. We would like to review it, and I expect based on what Able Counsel has represented to me are the findings of that report that we would want it to be independently tested by an expert of our choosing. Our concern about all of this is, of course, that we're set to pick a jury on the 11th of October. We've been trying to diligently address this for some time, but it takes some time to get these things
And there's
resolved.
19,000 items
19,600 or so items.
on this.
Do we really know it's 19,000? What is the exact number?
I can give you the exact number, Judge.
Oh, I knew he would.
I can't give it, it's in my email.
It's a lot. How about that?
And most of it will be duplicative, and Jason's been excellent in giving us everything we need in this, but we just need to make sure that that correspondence from Mr. McIntyre is all of a garden variety and not significant, because there could be something important buried in it. But my bigger concern is just, I need to find a ballistic expert. I need to have them review what the crime lab here did and do their own analysis. And I don't know if I can get that done before we select a jury on our current timetable.
All right.
And
So,
I've got my problem that I mentioned.
no, you have an issue. We don't have problems.
You're right.
There are no problems.
God bless you. No, I have an issue. We've got a long planned trip with the Prados on the 28th. It's the Monday afterwards, and this might take longer than
Oh,
simply.
no, it's not.
Well, if it
So
doesn't.
where are you going though?
We're going to the Hudson River Valley, which I've never been to,
Mhm.
but my main sister-in-law lives there. So there's a reason I haven't been there.
All right, see, so since you said with your mean sister-in-law, then there goes your alibi.
Well, my wife likes her sister. And as I told you the last time, she's very persuasive.
See, what will end up happening is something will happen. Witnesses will be called. I will be called as a witness saying, yes, he said it was his mean sister-in-law.
Well, that's true. We've been married 55 years and she has gotten better. I would say that.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna coming back here on October 10th to see where we are with all of this.
I'm sorry, which?
October 10th.
10th.
To see where we are. And between now and then, you need to come and let the court know that you found someone for ballistics.
We will do that.
All right. So Ms. Ferguson, this is coming back on October 10th. All right. Is there anything else?
Are we to assume, unless otherwise
You
directed,
know what somebody said?
the 11th and
No, Sherlock Holmes, you know what he always says?
I'm
Never-
anxious to learn.
Never assume anything, my dear Watson. So we're coming back on October 10th and you all need to let me know where you are.
We will do that.
Yes,
I look forward to it.
All right. Is there anything else?
not at this time.
Oh, Joseph States, and you always forget about Joseph States.
Yes, yes, that's right. There is another pesky charge hanging out there.
Yes.
I believe it's two cases, but just for Joanne, will she also be here? I know these issues are not with our case,
Yes.
but will we be here also October 10th?
Well, I mean, yes, go ahead and show up on October 10th. You never know what will happen. So we'll be back on October 10th. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you back on October 10th. All right, thank you.
Thank
What
you,
happened to your neck?
Oh, incident.
Do you guys need that
It's like
address?
an issue, Yara.
Do y'all need that address with the deputy or anything?
No, ma'am. It's years old.
All right,
Thank you.
welcome. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chuck.
Priscilla Battiest. I understand you have a witness.
I have one request and I do have a witness that's here.
All right. What is your request?
Well, same request I had last time. This is very convoluted, Judge, and I'm gonna try to break it down real simple.
All right, what are you asking for?
More time again. There is an inmate that I believe has a firsthand actual information about.
Who is the
incident.
inmate?
Her name is Marissa Keonis.
Who's her
She
three?
is, Wendy McClellan, who I have had some dialogue with, but is currently in a really, really big trial in the 399 and cannot really help. And I got to talk to Wendy to get access to the client who's currently in jail with pending charges. And it's the complaining witness's daughter who folds in to the factual background. And I do
What are
think,
they trying in the 399?
oh God, it's a intox manslaughter, ag assault, public servant.
And where are they in the trial?
They're still going in guilt, innocence. I do know that. They started last week and they're still in trial and I've
Norma,
tried.
can you find out how long they expect that trial to be in the 399? Oh, okay, now I know what trial that is. No, Norma, that's okay. Deputy Laura has made me realize which trial that is.
It's a large case as I am.
All right, Norma, recall this for October 14th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
We'll talk with some. Can I keep that? Yeah. Thanks to your mother. Oh.
All right, what page is she on?
17.
Thank you. All right, who's here on Andre Moody? All right, Mr. Moody. Hi.
Morning.
Good morning. All right, are y'all ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
All right, do you have a witness? Counsel, do you have a witness or no?
Judge, I think we're gonna stipulate, we received the records and we're gonna stipulate as to what they contain. The witness is available if need be,
Okay.
and I'm covering today for the attorney of record judge. And Mr. Moody understands that and has agreed that I can.
All right, who's the attorney of record?
Elizabeth.
All right, so here's the problem. You know, I could send him to prison.
Sure.
So his attorney of record probably should be here.
Yeah, but we can't speak about your case because she's not gonna hear it today.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
So
All right.
on Thursday, okay?
So we'll come back on Thursday. And that will put us at the 26th. Okay,
All right, Judge, thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd.
You're welcome.
All right.
Norma, recall this for the 26th. All right, who's here on Jacob Rodriguez?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hello, how's it going?
Very well. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Mr. Rodriguez and I are here on this MTR, Your Honor. It is his first MTR. The allegations are new number ones. There are no other allegations. I've conferred with the state. We're waiting on some discovery. If we could get a reset on it, it would be much
All right, what
appreciated.
discovery are you all awaiting?
The reports on the new cases and
It is on Jacob Rodriguez.
I'm sorry, Judge, what was the question?
What discovery are you all awaiting?
Judge, I believe that I know that the cases happened on October 1st, I believe.
Mhm.
And it's drug cases, so the drug.
Wait, October 1st?
I'm sorry, August 1st.
All right.
2024. So those labs are not back.
When do you anticipate the labs being in?
I believe usually 3 months is most likely the outcome, if it comes back, because these are allegedly THC, so sometimes that takes a little bit longer than I guess the run of the mill, like cocaine, heroin.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. On this case, if I can have a 60-day reset, and I'll set it as a contestant and we'll see where we are.
That's fine, Judge.
And it's on Jacob Rodriguez. Just one moment. All right, November 21st.
November 21st?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, have a good one.
All right, thank you, Judge.
And thank you for dressing appropriately for court. David Keonis,
Yes, sir.
who's the attorney for Keonis?
Karen Porter, Your Honor.
So this is a motion to revoke?
Well, Judge, I'm requesting a reset.
Why?
You had originally ordered him into DDRF.
Mhm.
And I don't know if there was some confusion or what, but although I believe that he may have admitted to drug use and showed his willingness to do it. For whatever reason, they said he denied drug use. So what we'd like to do, Judge, is like, even though it'll probably take a while, ask if he can be re-interviewed for DDRF. He does have some mental health issues, Judge. I don't know if you can see here, but he had a bad accident.
All right, probation. Do you want him to be reconsidered?
Judge, I just need, court order indicating to get him reevaluated for DDRF.
All right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2021 CR 9806, State of Texas versus David Keonis. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Adelman.
Defense?
Karen Corby, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Keonis?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and what are you requesting, defense?
We're requesting, Your Honor, that he be reevaluated for DDRF. That was your original order. And I'm not sure what happened there, but I do think that he is willing and motivated to go there and get the help that he needs. And I'd like him to take another, I'd like him to be reconsidered so he can go there.
All right, so the reason why, so the record can be clear, that he was denied DDRF is because he denied drug use. So with that being said, as you know, legally, there's a limited amount of time where someone can be held in custody, awaiting for transfer for treatment. So are you waiving those issues?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Then probation, we'll refer him to DDRF. Do y'all wish to withdraw?
Yes, please.
No, I know you said yes, please. State, did y'all discuss whether or not to withdraw the MTR?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. So, all right. We're back on the record. Then state you're withdrawing the motion and he's to be re-referred to DDRF.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Keonis, if you're not honest with the evaluators, we're going to be right back here. You understand?
I understand.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Please, please.
Yes. Who's here on Diamond? And then after this, we're going on recess. All right, where are we on this case?
General, we're here today and these officers is unable to locate their file. We've been waiting for it for about 2 hours.
All right. Ms. Ferguson, on this case, recall it for Thursday. State, you either need to find the file or duplicate it.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see you back on Thursday, okay?
Thank you.
Garcia?
Let me see. What page is he on? Thank you. All righty. So where are we on discovery?
I think we have everything, Judge. We signed the discovery acknowledgement and turned it in today.
All right, has an offer been tendered?
Yes.
How old are you?
25, man.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you'll give me a 3-week reset for a plea deadline date. All right, we'll see you back on October 14th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thanks for dressing it appropriately for court.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and is this going to be a plea on 2 cases?
Correct, Judge.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 5691 and 2024 CR 008984, State versus Eric Lee Cooper Jr. Can I have parties announced for the record? State,
Andrew Harris Adelman.
defense,
Robert Porter for Mr. Cooper.
and are you Mr. Cooper?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery in each of these cases?
I have, Your Honor.
And did you review that with your client?
I did.
In each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Cooper, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the documents entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand them and sign them?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are you applying for deferred?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Cooper, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the documents entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
Do you hear that? You know, I just read an article where a child kept telling his parents that there were monsters in the wall. And it was a bee's nest. I don't know if you call it a bee's nest or not.
A hive.
A beehive, thank you. So it was a major beehive. And it was a two-story house from attic all the way down behind the wall. So I hope that's not what's happening here. All right, counsel, in each of the cause numbers, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, sir.
State, are you proceeding with the indictment as presented in the cause number ending in 9-1?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you proceeding with the indictment as presented in the cause number ending in 8-4?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the cause number ending in 9-1, you're charged with the unauthorized use of a vehicle. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If I grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication will revoke, the court could revoke you and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. And the cause number in 8-4, you're charged with burglary of a habitation. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication and give you deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Do you understand? Mr. Cooper, in each of the cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Off the record for a moment.
Thank you.
All right. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And according to each cause number, the state is silent on your application. The causes will run concurrently. And the cause number ending in 9-1, the state is requesting that your punishment be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's a $1,500 fine, and there's to be restitution of $7,343.59 to Marissa Tapia. And in the cause number ending in 8-4, the state recommends that your punishment be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State recommends community supervision. There's to be restitution to Nadefi, Nadefehondjo. Did you understand that to be the plea in each of these cause numbers?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, the state is recommending probation.
Yes.
Yes.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision in each of these cause numbers be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with the complainants. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then in cause number 2024 CR 5691, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And in the cause number 2024 CR 008984, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, yeah.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments in cause number 2024 CR 5691, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. It was so quiet.
Oh, okay. Now I got to the part. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty in the cause number ending in 8-4. As you've applied for deferred adjudication, the court will defer finding of guilt. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
That is up to the court.
All right. State, does he have criminal history?
Yeah, there's some juvenile history, but nothing as an adult.
All right. And so what is the juvenile criminal history? I do have a legal question concerning the unauthorized use of a vehicle.
Okay.
And we are filled with defense attorneys in here, so I'm sure all of the legal minds, we can go off the record, all of the legal minds can get together. So you have somebody who's, yes,
Apologize for interrupting.
sure, no problem. Just one moment. just a second, everyone. Question. If somebody steals a vehicle, unauthorized use, and then somebody comes along and steal that vehicle from the person who stole it, and you know how they say it's who has the greater right to the vehicle? I'm just letting that sit there.
What's sat there with me for quite a while?
Because the person who first stole the vehicle doesn't have a greater right than the second thief.
Which is why we're not being charged with theft of the vehicle.
Yes.
It's an authorized use.
Unauthorized use from the person who stole it.
No, from the original.
But then the question becomes, just one moment.
We're trying to return it back to the lawful owner?
I don't know. See, I tell you, this reminds me of law school. It brought me back to my law school days. All right, but in the police report, it says that he knew that it was stolen when he stole it from a person who had previously stolen it. All right, so we're back on the record. State, he's applying for deferred adjudication. You are silent on his application, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, how old are you?
24.
24? What are you planning on doing with your life other than foolishness?
Change it around,
I'm sorry, what?
trying to change it around. I heard somebody that came in here did 22 years. They
No,
kept
what?
mentioning it to me, so I was like, nah, I'm not trying to do this no more. Got 4 kids.
You have 4 children.
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
5, 2, 2, and 3.
5, 2, 2, and 3. And are the 2-year-olds twins? Are they really?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And how many mothers?
3.
3 mothers. So you're just being fruitful and multiplying with no care for your children.
I don't care about this.
No, because why are you doing an unauthorized use and a burglary of a habitation? In the burglary of habitation, these people were getting ready to go to Africa, and you're in their home and you're not supposed to be. How far did you go? I'm sorry, guys. If y'all could just ask the deputy to move you down that way. How far did you go in school?
12th grade.
All right, you didn't graduate?
Didn't
Why,
graduate.
why not? And stop mumbling,
I
open.
got kicked out of school.
Why?
Fighting.
Oh, I don't think they just kick you out and then didn't have a place for you to go. Didn't they have you go to alternative school?
They did.
All right, so why didn't you go?
I went to Estrada at that time.
Mhm.
But I don't know if I was able to go to the graduation or not, so.
Well, did you have all of your credits?
Yes, ma'am.
And where are your parents?
My dad's over the road. My mom.
Your dad is what?
My dad's over the road. He drives trucks.
Okay.
And my mom, I know what my mom be doing.
Well, I mean, have you had contact with your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Was Child Protective Services ever involved in your life?
No, ma'am. I barely met my mom when I was 15.
So who raised you?
My dad,
All right, and what about your grandmother or grandparents?
my grandparents, they passed away. I didn't get to meet them.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
I do.
How many?
Like 10.
10? And were you raised with them or no?
No,
Have you ever been employed?
yes, ma'am.
Doing what?
I worked on cars, worked at Tires to You, Jack in the Box.
He was working at Jack in the Box when he got arrested.
Okay. And I see you were in a car accident. That's why you have the staples? When did that happen?
3 years ago. That's when I lost one of my siblings.
Okay. And so when are they gonna remove the staples?
They don't. I was supposed to, but going back that way, I had to get on the same highway that we had to wreck on.
All right, so you're telling me you're never gonna get those staples removed?
Oh, well,
All right, I mean, they've been there for 3 years.
I had 8.
I hope you're not taking them out yourself. And that's a yes. you shouldn't be removing staples yourself. So this accident you had on the freeway, were you driving, somebody else driving?
Somebody else was driving.
All right, and was there a civil suit to that or no?
That's right.
No, ma'am.
So have you ever received any therapy over that?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Last year.
Okay. Any drug issues with you?
No, ma'am.
And these people you were hanging out with, who are they to you?
I know around
I'm sorry, what?
some people I used to call friends.
All right, so here's the thing. You have children that you need to take care of. And if you continue the way you're continuing, you may not be around because people don't like people when they're in their homes and they're not supposed to be. And I note that in the burglary of the habitation, it's an apartment and doors appeared to be left open or something. So there wasn't a kicking in of doors. All right, and cause number 5691. Court will sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine. That will be probated. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 008984. There's to be restitution of $7,343.59 to Marissa Tapia. No contact with Marissa Tapia. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once he completes the parenting classes, 100 hours of community service will be waived. You're either going to obtain your GED or complete some sort of trade school. And once that's done, the remainder 100 hours will be deemed to be satisfied. There's to be regular reporting via Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. If you're released today, who would you be staying with?
My sister.
And have you asked her if you can stay with her?
Yes, ma'am.
What's her name?
Monique Jackson.
I'm sorry, what?
Monique Jackson.
Monique Jackson.
Yes, ma'am.
Defendant is to reside with Monique Jackson, if appropriate. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. TAP evaluation that can be out of custody. And probation, is there some kind of therapy for him that can be done? All right, so we'll do grief counseling. Field visits. 1 time per month for 3 months. Is there anything else you need from the court in that cause number? All right, you need to speak up. I know when you're with your friends, you don't whisper like this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude.
All right, so anything else you need from the court in that cause number?
No, ma'am.
And let me just see, there's one other thing I need to add. All right, there's to be, I'm sorry, no contact with the following persons under that cause number. Kerry, Kerry, Yedell, Yelldell. Jade, Jayde, Rios, John Rios, Marcus Walker, Yvonne Rios. And then the other name, Aalanah, last name Koonce. Jeremy Flores, Frank Flores, Wanda Simon, Rachel Gunther, Guenther. Next, the court is going to proceed in cause number 2024 CR 008984. Court will sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication, $1,500 fine. That will be probated. No contact and restitution, if any, to Nadefe Hamjo, 200 hours community service restitution. 100 will be waived for parenting classes. The other 100 will be waived once he obtains his GED or either some type of trade school certificate. Grief counseling, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, TAP evaluation out of custody, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. And then there's to be no contact with the following persons: Raphael Jonas, Muhammad Sani, Sanni, Alade, Allade is the last name, first name Edwin, Ewyn. And there's to be no contact with the Star Club Apartments on Starcrest. Field visits, one time per month for 3 months. Is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. In this court, in order to be successful, communication is key. If there's an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court.